I dropped Rezero.
That bitch is going to the pound.
Yes, the one who claims to be a huge fan of the series stopped watching it. Or rather, didn't consider finishing it.
Cellmates Michael Vick.
Going back to summer 2016. 2016 was truly the darkest age I ever witnessed to this day. It was a hard time, gamers. I moved from a bad school called Realschule in Germany to a high school with higher standards called Gymnasium. I thought, oh man, since I'm in a new school, nothing can go wrong. I find new friends, get good grades, and the teachers will be very nice and kind. Plot twist, wasn't the case. First of all, I don't like interacting with other people directly. At least it was like that 3 years ago. Which means I had a pretty hard time finding the right friends in school back then. And since I came from a bad school, I was missing a lot of knowledge because we didn't get a lot of lessons in my old school due to my old teachers not giving a fuck. Which means I never learned about the basics and therefore never got good grades, and that totally didn't let a good first impression on the other classmates. And the worst of all, everybody at this time reached puberty. This resulted in a lot of conflicts and accusements, and those were very hard hits back then, because I got accused for things I just didn't do. Just to put themselves in a better light in front of other people, they told lies and half-truths which stained my name in school. At this rate I felt depressed and sad. I didn't know what to do and who to speak to. To be honest, I did hide myself in the closet because I didn't want to talk with other people or my family members. But then I met this very kind girl. She noticed my desperate condition and tried to cheer me up by suggesting some animes. I don't know how exactly she knew I was a weeb, but I totally love her for this. One of them sticked out in particular, with a 40-minute long first episode. Surprise surprise, it's Rezero. The show telling the story from the need being teleported to a parallel world, which is actually the land of Lorden. Which means he suffered a lot. This was probably what I needed most at the time. Subaru suffered a lot, and I did too. Totally not on the same scale, but still enough to let me feel empathy. The only way I could feel better was by letting my emotions go, by crying or laughing. And you would never guess what genre Rezero is. Yes, it's a comedy drama. What a coincidence. I actually laughed out loud when Subaru introduced himself to Elsa.
あなたひょっとしてご同業？
俺と同業ってことは無職ってことになるぜ。
I was shocked and drowned in tension when Emilia denies being Satella. And I may or may not teared up a bit at the end of episode 15. Maybe a bit more than a bit, who knows. It felt like sharing emotions with somebody. It felt like having somebody along my side. It felt like being actually happy. And since I watched Rezero during its airing on a regular basis, Monday quickly became my favorite day, since I could hang out with somebody I could relate to, and probably could also to me, and I could talk to. And yes, I do know that I had no interaction with Subaru, but it felt like that. I would say what Rezero did for me was very similar to what Ram did for Subaru, or what Subaru is going to do for Emilia in season 2. Now you may ask, why did you stop then? I stopped because I didn't want it to end. I didn't want to lose the excitement of soon meeting somebody precious, the looking forward to something great. I just wanted Rezero to remain in my head and my heart. I mean, I could have read the web novels and light novels, but I didn't know about them at this rate. And my English skills were even worse than my current ones, therefore it wouldn't been an option. 3 years later, I witnessed something. Now was the time to rewatch and finish Rezero once again, since it was certain that a continuation was coming. I watched it and I finished it. Then I watched it again. After that, I decided to rewatch it even again. Yes, I actually rewatched Rezero 3 times in a row. But it didn't stop there. I watched the OVA several times and read through all related Rezero manga. But my greed for Rezero wasn't satisfied. I searched for somebody making actively Rezero content and found Masumi, somebody who makes high quality Rezero audiobooks covering content past the anime plotline. But he only covered the content till the end of the first trial. Whoops, spoiler! Therefore, I continued my search for Rezero content and found Ben and Garf making the only and therefore best Rezero podcast covering almost all of season 2. By then, I started reading a web novel myself till I ran into SENPAI, who makes on his channel Rezero content with so much love. And maybe a bit of alcohol. It inspired me to do more myself. This channel will be my opportunity to share my thoughts with other weeps who may or may not feel the same way. And since he is my inspiration, I want him to be proud. Therefore, I have to become the best Rezero channel. This is my goal, my road to season 2. And that's all I have for my current story with Rezero. I will totally cover the recaps and I will totally cover every single episode of season 2. Till then guys, have a nice day. Oh, I forgot to mention, please sub to SENPAI and Ben, and please go into Garfiel's Discord and beg him to make videos, because he really needs to.
なんであいつらはピンク動物園で思ったピンク食べ物でそうなんだ実は私はたらこが大好き
Shit, hold on guys.